Jean,
Yes.
now you are marketing manager, public relations, and all of the good stuff, right?
And secretary of the board.
And secretary of the board. I didn't even know we had a board. We have a board now. In the years gone past, I mean, okay, the breakfast thing came in, and you've been doing the breakfast, and it's been a draw.
Since 1990. Since 1990.
1990. But it has been a hit. It has been a hit.
Very much so.
And you've had, I would say, good results from that. What can a potential sponsor or someone who might be interested in participating, whether at the breakfast or at the carnival, because the association is still has to run.
Yes, we still have to run. We still need sponsorship dollars coming in. We are still open for sponsors, whether it's on the package level. We can work with someone, a corporation at a lower level.
Oh, I know one of the biggest expenses you have is the stage.
The stage, the sound, the insurance.
Talk about the insurance.
Lots of money.
Insurance.
Talk about it. Go ahead. Yeah. This is your platform tonight. We have time.
The insurance for the Parkway is almost $90,000.
That's just for, that's so that.
That's just the Parkway that day.
That just for the day.
That day.
Right. The back of the museum.
Back of the museum is another insurance. The Kiddies Carnival is another insurance. Everything we do it's an insurance for that specific event.
So okay, when WIADCA is paying all of this money to the city of New York.
What is the city?
The city of New York, to the different companies, because the insurance company.
The city of New York. In other words, we're generating a lot of income.
We generate over $200 million every year. And this is not us saying that. This is a report that came out of a survey done by New York State Economic Development Corporation in 2003.
So by now it's a lot more.
Funded by Governor Pataki, okay? And that is the figures that came out of that. So I am sure if somebody, we can't afford to do it ourselves, so hopefully someone is going to help us put on another survey this year, so we would have different up-to-date figures for next year.
How much money you say again? 200?
Over $200 million.
$200 million from one event.
For the weekend carnival.
From one event?
Yeah, one event.
Well,
one event.
That was Labor Day itself that they calculated.
Just
that
Labor
one day, yes.
So the weekend, the weeks, forget weekend, the weeks leading up to Labor Day.
They did not count that. They did not
so
count
it's
that.
well in the, I would put it at well in the vicinity of over $500 million.
I would love to be able to document that, honestly.
Well, I mean, I think the quick and easy way is to take a trip through each mass camp. And, I'm serious because, okay, they might not be keeping tight books, but they know the kind of numbers that they are attracting, the kind of numbers that they're spending, and simply 1 + 1 = 2.
And that does not include the amount of money that is spent, transportation, hotels.
We're talking about people coming in to the city, right?
Yeah, and as of last year, people are coming from all over the world.
All over the world.
To Labor Day.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. Yeah. You get phone calls, emails.
Last year, I ran into a German couple who came in for the carnival from Germany.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just one couple. Yeah.
All over the world.
So it's a big thing we have in Brooklyn. That Caribbean people are kind of spearheading. And we're proud of that. Are we proud of our behavior?
Not all the time.
There's room for improvement. There's room for improvement, John.
Okay, take me to the lineup. The lineup for is a weekend from Thursday to...
From Thursday to Sunday.
Monday?
Well, Thursday to Monday, yes.
The lineup, I mean, is a spectacular kind of lineup.
Yes, on Thursday the 28th, we have Caribbean Woodstock, which is a program with young people from different islands who come to perform at the back of the museum.
Okay.
And it's called a celebration of lights. You know those lights that you have?
Yeah. A big light show.
Yes. Okay. And we also have the Old Mice competition, individuals and characters. That competition.
That's when you come in and you laugh.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Right?
yes.
I never forget that old master. See, one time, the guy came out in a briefcase, suit, down to a suit, and he had a cat in his hand, and the placard said, "Everybody love a little pussy." And he playing with the cat. And he playing with the cat.
You had to remember that.
That-
of
I
all,
mean, it's
of all
no.
things, right?
And then another one, I'll give you another one. I had pictures of that. Them times I used to do stills. And so he came on stage and he had a commode. And he had a gun.
Uh-oh.
And as the commode going across the stage, he come out and he's shooting the commode. Pow, pow, pow. And the placard read, "We're shooting shit." Come on. That old man.
That's what old mass
That
is
old
all
man,
about.
right?
That's what old
And,
mass
and
is
you
all
have
about.
the thing I like about us is our creativity has no limits. We have when we want to use it. When we want to use it. But anyway, so we'll go ahead with the lineup.
On Friday during the day, we have the Stay in School Youth Fest. It's a day when we try to encourage young people to stay in school, continue on to college, and it's also a college fair. The program is only for young people,
Teenagers.
and even younger than teens, who perform every conceivable kind of act.
Okay.
And the audience is mainly young people too.
Okay.
There's
Now,
some adults.
does WIADCA offer any scholarships?
Yes, we do.
So that's when you hand out the scholarships there?
No, not that day.
Oh, okay.
During the weekend, I think Saturday and on Monday. Saturday night at the Sunday night at the back of the museum on stage,
You hand out
and then again on Monday.
So no, okay. So somebody interested in what kind of scholarships or what areas of scholarships?
It's arts and culture, business, law, engineering. I think I'm missing one.
That's a lot.
But we have it. It's posted on our website.
Okay. Tell
And
them
the deadline, the website is WIADCAcarnival.org.
Say it again.
www.wiadcacarnival.org.
Okay.
And it's posted on the website, the scholarship information, and it's due. The last day for it is on the 7th. That's Friday.
Okay.
It's been up there since May.
So no, and how much money do a candidate get?
Some of them get cash of $1,000. Some of them get a voucher to buy the books of $500, depending on how many scholarships that we could afford.
How do you fund the scholarships?
The money that we are trying to raise through the breakfast and lunch, that's the money that goes to pay for the scholarships.
So people.
So hopefully people are going to support the breakfast, because that's where we get the money to give out the scholarships.
And WIADCA is a 501c3
tax
and you have a
exempt.
tax
Yes,
ID and
yes.
it can be taken out
Yes.
in your account and your taxes.
They
and
will get a tax write-off.
Gives a tax write-off. So for those of you who are interested in helping our young people, I'm very much interested in the scholarship part. I mean, mass is mass, but once you're offering scholarships, I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that,
Okay.
because our young people need all the help they can get. For those of you who are watching, my name is John Crow, the host and the producer. Let me stand up straight and tell me stand up straight, John Crow. Join Sister Jin Alexander, and she tell me there's a P, Jin P. Alexander, and Mr. Tom Bailey. You might remember Tom, those of you who were around soccer and back in the days of Five-Borough Soccer League, Tom was the man that used to hear on the radio back in the day when LIB was the place to listen, and Tom was the one that used to always give you the updates on the Five-Borough Soccer League and what happened over the weekend. So Tom has been involved with the WIADCA organization for a very long time, but recently, last year in particular, he was the president, and I think they have a new president now?
Yes, we do.
You have a new president now, okay. Edit, John Crow, edit. Hush, John Crow, hush.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyhow, moving right along. Continue with
Yes,
the list,
we
list
have
of activities.
On Friday the 29th at night, we have the Brass Festival.
Brass.
Yes.
Brass bands?
Brass bands, the best brass bands out of the Caribbean.
Okay, give me then, like who?
Headliner is Marshall Montano.
Okay, that with Atlantic?
No, Marshall Montano and his band, his own band.
Or is not Atlantic behind him no more?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Hasn't been for a long time.
Okay, I don't know.
Where have you been?
Even over here in the studio trying to produce television programs.
Is Marshall on the HD band?
HD band.
And we have a young man coming from Nigeria for the first time, Black Rasta, Red Fire Band, Tassa Drummers, Lyrical, Razor, Tedderson John,
Tassa
Skinny
Drummer
Fabulous,
from
Patrice
Richmond Hill?
Roberts.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're bad, you know, they're bad.
You could come and dance.
I could dance Tassa Jean. Don't underestimate this. Watch this. Watch. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, and Saturday during the day, of course, is the Kiddies Carnival.
Kiddies Carnival.
It starts.
Carnival.
Kiddies Carnival.
It starts at 9 a.m. No, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. at Kingston Avenue
Well, that's when
and
they have
St.
the parade
John's.
in the street.
Yes.
Kiddies Carnival.
Kiddies Carnival.
Right, street parade.
And it gets into the Brooklyn Museum somewhere around 12 noon, 1 o'clock, and it ends 4 o'clock p.m. sharp.
Because then, after the parade in the street, then they get on stage.
Yes.
And they have,
to
costumes
perform and all that,
perform.
yes.
Okay, right.
And then they have to clean out the museum, everything cleared out because it's panorama competition.
Oh, that's on
That's
Saturday
same
night.
Saturday night, yes.
Right.
And we have, I think, 11 or 12 bands. I think bands are coming even from Canada
Really?
to perform.
Toronto?
Yes.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
interesting to know that this band came into the competition last year for the first time. They came pretty high up. This year, they are the champs in Toronto for Caribana, just completed.
Okay.
So they are coming back. So Kasim,
Steel band?
They better
yes,
beware.
Okay,
steel band.
okay.
So Kasim and Pan Sonatas and Pantonics and those bands have to be
They have to get on the
On the
right
Fuse.
because
Wait.
Fantasy is
Who
coming.
was Panorama Champ last year?
Kasim.
Kasim.
And the year before that, they robbed them. Anyhow, we can't talk about that. No, the year before. No, I have nothing to hide on that. We know that they robbed them last time. I don't understand how the judging was going in Pan. No, none of this judging, I never understand it. Anyhow.
Adlib was the winner the year before.
Adlib was the year before, but then
And the year before.
Adlib didn't win. Anyhow.
And let's leave that now.
Right, we're going to leave that right there. So, but anyhow,
Sunday.
okay. Go ahead.
Sunday night we have Dimash Gra,
Something on the
and
last.
it's titled "The Legends Are Coming," with Sparrow, Lord Nelson, David Rudder.
All old
Yes.
timers.
Legend.
No, it's not only them. We have some young ones also: Lennox Piku, Leon Caldero, Lima Calbio, and the king and queen of the bands, the costume bands competition.
I hear no Grenadian Calypsonian in there yet,
So why don't
Thursday
you
night.
send one to us?
Well,
We have them on Thursday
on
night.
Thursday night.
We have
They're
them
on
on
Thursday
Thursday
night?
night.
Yes. The Grenadians?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
because we have some serious.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
We have them there on Thursday night.
Like who?
I don't remember the names.
There's a Grenadian Calypsonian that's there on Thursday night.
You know which one?
Look, his name is there.
Problem Child? No,
Anyhow.
Grenada, yeah.
Okay.
It's Skinny Banton.
That sounds like
Is he
that's one of them.
Grenadian?
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, so then
All
yeah,
the Caribbean islands, I shouldn't say all,
but most of them.
most
Most
of them are
of them.
represented there Thursday
On
night.
Thursday night.
The Thursday
Oh,
night.
okay. So Thursday night is the everybody.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Talpri, King Ajamo, people like that. I mean, I'll give you a number so you could call him next year. Because I didn't think he ever.
But we have had a Jamo.
What do you mean? We had Talpri too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then Roly Poly.
Well,
Oh.
he too, I think he is going to be, and the Roly Poly guy he's down somewhere there.
Okay. All right.
He's-
Just checking.
Yeah.
And we have one that's saying about soak the saltfish.
John,
Nice looking out there.
Right.
John, I have to say this also. The cost for these nights,
Right.
it costs a lot of money.
Yes.
A lot of money.
Yes.
And that is why we are always on the lookout for sponsors to help us foot the bill. If we can get any kind of company that
But
would
what do you
want to
do- what do you
sponsor
do-
or co-sponsor
wait,
an artist.
Wait, before you go in there, what do
Yeah.
you do during the year to call it to finance these expensive?
Listen,
events?
We were trying to put on an event this past year so we would have some upfront monies. However, it takes money to raise money.
Yes.
After we pay out almost $200,000 in December for the prize awards, we left with nothing. So what are we going to raise the money with? That's
Okay.
the problem
So-
there.
so we had to talk.
You need to give me some of your sponsors.
How many? If I had, I wouldn't be standing here looking like this, you know. But anyway, what I'm saying to you is this: the WIADCA is old. How many years WIADCA in existence?
47
now?
years old.
47. So we're coming up on our 50th
50.
anniversary
Yes.
soon.
Soon.
I don't do maths. I can't do maths very well. But soon you're going to have
Very soon.
In 3 years. So 50th anniversary means big celebration.
That's right.
Right? Hollywood style. So it seems to me that we need to be tapping into some of those successful Caribbean athletes. We have several of those. Caribbean stars. We have a few of those. You know, like we have it's a Grenadian boy that won the Oscar the other day. So people like him, I mean, he should be prominent in this carnival, I think. People
You
like
know him? Invite him to come to us.
I could make a contact with him. Usain Bolt and those
Jamaican
kind of
guy.
people. Yeah.
We did try to get him 2 years in a row, but he was always
Engaged, I know, because around this
in
time is when
practice.
they're doing a lot of
Yeah.
meets. They have a lot of meets around this time. But I mean, things could be arranged, fly him in, fly him out. The same thing with the president, fly him in, fly him out, you know, boom, boom, boom. Like maybe they could fly on the same plane, you know, Air Force One, I don't know. So, you know.
Okay.
Yo, Obama, listen, can you pick up Usain on your way into New York and so that you guys could come out to the parkway at the same time, that kind of thing? Okay, all right?
no
Boom.
problem, no problem.
And then let's walk it from there. But anyway, listen, we have a few minutes left. Carnival 2014, Eastern Parkway. But the thing that I want you to emphasize on is the amount of work that go into Labor Day itself, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, we work every year, right throughout the year, to put on what you see the week of Labor Day. Really, really work hard. And people don't recognize that even though you only see Labor Day one day on the Parkway, there are activities going on in our office throughout the year. This year, for the first time, our program started since February with Black History Month. Right through, every single month we had something going on. And then after Labor Day, we have our prize awards in December, most likely.
By the way, I never
And we
get
have
invited to a prize award ceremony yet, eh? But anyway.
I'll invite you to everything.
Listen.
Make sure you give me your card today.
Do you get any kind of funding from the state or from the city government?
We didn't get anything from the state for the last couple of years, but we do get
In the city.
a small amount from the city council.
Compared to the millions that they collect from us?
Right.
It can't compare.
How does it
It
compare?
cannot compare. No, no way.
How could we fix that? How can that be fixed? Who do we need to talk to?
You need to talk to Mr. de Blasio.
Okay. Well, he went from Barbados.
It-
So maybe, I don't know, he's new, so maybe we could work something out with him and say, listen,
Maybe, who knows?
let's see. But no, what
We'll
I'm
have
afraid,
you talk for us.
I talk at the top about the carnival, and let's touch the carnival, the other carnivals briefly. Boston Carnival takes place when?
The Saturday before us.
The Saturday before Labor Day.
Yes.
Toronto Carnival just finished
Just finished.
yeah.
this month, last weekend in July.
This weekend just passed.
First
July.
weekend in August.
First weekend in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
London Carnival
London
is the
Carnival.
week before ours.
the week before yours.
Yeah.
Atlanta
That has gone.
In May.
in May.
That was in May.
Miami.
Miami is October.
Houston.
I'm not sure the date.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
About that. That's new.
I talk about Atlanta. There's another one.
There are over 30 carnivals within the United States.
Even Jersey City now.
Has a carnival.
Jersey City has a
I
carnival.
think they finished though.
A
couple weeks ago.
Would you, okay, the controversy that comes up every year is that the Jews trying to run carnival off of this Eastern Parkway. How true is that statement, or how mythical is that statement?
That's not mythical. That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Is a fight every year with them?
Well, I think they have come to the conclusion that we ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
I mean, you would remember in the days of Carlos
Yes.
and the hassle we had with those people on the parkway.
What can we, because we had to live together,
Yes.
how can we make it so that they would stop? Because while we're sleeping, they're working.
Quite true.
And then we react. We never proactive on these kind of things. What can we do to make it so that they would leave Carnival alone on Eastern Parkway? I can't see Carnival anyplace else in New York City than Eastern Parkway. You know, in terms of the people watching us right now, what can we do? How can we tell folk, well, listen, here's what we could do here. We want to leave Eastern Parkway, Carnival, silly.
Over the years, we have, through the politicians,
Political office.
Right. Especially Caribbean politicians, right? We have depended on them to assist us in...
Carry the torch.
Right. But within recent times, that is becoming
Less effective.
not only less effective, fewer in numbers, if you realize that. And that is going to be a critical situation for us. Because
So Tom, it seems to me that some things need to be put in place, whether it's through the city, through whomever, in order to make things stable or to stabilize things. They have their events, we have our event,
right.
and again, I think we have to find that middle ground to walk peacefully and peaceably without having to worry, well, are we going to have it here, or do we have to go up with a fight, or those kind of things. I know you ain't come prepared for that kind of a...
But again, I must say that within the last 2 or 3 years, I think there has been not much of a hassle with that type of situation.
But we don't want to wait for it to spring up all of a sudden.
Because if you can remember, 8, 9 years, 10 years ago, there always used to be a shooting on the Parkway, and there's hardly a Labor Day without a shooting.
Right.
Or there was.
Right.
Now you don't have that.
But I'm glad you raised that there, and I know I don't have a lot of time left. I'm glad you raised the shooting thing. And make it very clear. I want you to make it clear. I know this story, but I want you to make it clear that those shootings, when they do happen, have nothing to do with
Quite true.
With the carnival.
Quite true.
Go ahead.
Because 9 out of 10 times it's way off in the street, way on the other side of Brooklyn, but it happened on Labor Day.
And then we get...
So they associate it with
Right.
the carnival.
Right.
And
I remember the current borough president in Brooklyn and several others pulled a big press conference the last time to refute the Daily News and other newspapers'
Yes.
Attack on the carnival, which was a direct attack on Labor Day itself.
Yes, that's
on the parade.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Anything else that I need to?
The parade actually starts at 8 o'clock in the morning
8 o'clock in
and
the
ends
morning.
promptly at 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And we're asking all parents to make sure they hold on to the children.
We don't want lost parents.
No lost children.
No, the parents will get lost, not the children.
Oh, okay.
The parents will get
Well,
lost.
they intentionally gets lost.
The parents, right?
Yes.
Because they're trying to
Yeah.
get the pan off the children. They are the bad children. They want to lose them. So
Okay,
on
John.
purpose.
All right.
No, I'm telling you, they're glad. Labor Day, a lot of people, they could easily disappear in the crowd. So they let the children loose.
Well,
As an
we
excuse.
really would like to invite each and everyone to come and enjoy themselves, participate in Carnival, eat, drink, be merry, have a wonderful and safe Labor Day on Eastern Parkway.
And you have food from every Caribbean country.
Yes.
Not only Caribbean people, they sell sausages, they sell everything you could think of.
Every kind of food.
Yeah.
It's a real food fest in addition to the carnival.
That's right.
Because you can go on the Parkway and be eating from the time
All
you
day
get
long.
there, all day,
Yeah.
sampling different food,
And some to take home too.
never see a mask.
Whoops.
Right?
All you see is food.
All you see is food. Because no, trust me, there's a lot of food. There's a lot of food to sample. There's a lot of food to sample. But I appreciate you guys coming out here. Why don't we have a more organized, in terms of the bands floating in on the Parkway, a more organized order of appearance, so to speak, onto the Parkway? The flow. So then I got position number 1.
Well, that's what we're doing this year.
Okay. So each
Numbered.
each band has a number.
Numbered, yeah.
And there's a reason for there's two reasons for that. One, if you're number 1, you got to come for number 1.
Okay.
Like you indicated earlier on, people don't like to be out there
Early.
They want to come out
Whenever they want to come out.
Right. So, 1, if you don't come on time, you run the risk of
Not getting on at all?
but if possible,
It's possible.
because we're not holding back for
The line.
anybody, right, to get there.
Because I've been involved with the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Manhattan through the C-37 and Sesame Flyers. I was instrumental in getting Sesame Flyers as the only stillborn to ever participate only Stillman to ever participate in Labor Day, in DC 37 parade on 5th Avenue in Manhattan, John Crow. Me, okay? By myself. Anyway.
I'm going to talk to you after this.
Yeah, listen, anyway. But what I'm saying is that, okay, we got 2 minutes left. So what I'm saying is, if the bands have a certain time to be there, and a certain place to be there, and a certain order to be there, then we shouldn't have this backlog taking place, or that takes place and choking of the park.
If everything goes as planned.
Well, you're meeting with the band members, right?
We have a meeting with them this week.
And they understand the importance of the timing.
Yes.
Because they don't like to get turned off. I remember back in the day with the Hawks and Borokit. They're still around? Hawks, Borokit?
Borokit
Not
is
Hawks.
still there.
Borokit is still there.
Yeah.
Hawks break up?
Yes.
Really?
Hawks does not.
Chase, Desmond Chase and company?
Mr. Chase is still around.
But what happened to Hawks? Hawks was one of the biggest organizations
Yes,
we
it
had in
was.
Brooklyn.
It was.
What?
Maybe that's why we have so many smaller bands.
Okay, because I remember then Hawks and Borokit used to jostle for the first to be on the parkway. You know, and they always got the front line. Listen, I got to wrap this up. Tell them the phone number.
I was going to do that.
And
Our phone number is 718-467-1797. Again, 718-467-1797.
the website.
The website is WIADCA Carnival, that's CARNIVAL.org.
And you have Twitter too?
We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have everything else that you have.
All the technology.
All.
So they could reach
Social
you,
media galore.
They could reach you any which way they want.
Any which way.
Solid. Tom?
And we're located at 325 Rogers Avenue
In Brooklyn?
That's between Sullivan and Montgomery.
And the phone number again is?
718-774-467-1797.
On Caribbean Classroom, you never know what you can find. WIADCA Carnival in Brooklyn 2014. Come out, celebrate with us, have fun, drink, don't get drunk. I mean, you can't come on the parkway with no liquor, right?
No
Right.
alcohol.
I mean, if you have the liquor, put it in a water bottle so that, it's water you're drinking.
Gosh.
It's water you're drinking. They can't tell you can't drink water, and it's water you're drinking. Don't draw no crowd. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We love you much. Labor Day, Eastern Parkway 2014 is going to be grand, going to be big, huge, large. Thank you very much, Jean Alexander and Mr. Tambili.
John, thanks again.
Natural beauty, you know. Yeah, no, I've never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try, yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry, no. I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. And she's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind, no. The way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen.